comes down to consumption and specificity.
Okay.
So, and I'll actually get rather tactical on that one. So, thanks to, a lot of different tooling that's out there, let's say hypothetically that I've got 2 or 3 reports that I know that a seller is supposed to use on a regular basis. Call it their command center, right? This is their dashboard that they're supposed to use every day. And this is where we expect them to drive a ton of their actions from, right? Now, if I've done my job right, each of those reports is not going to be loaded with 10, 20, 30 different data points. It's going to be loaded with, 5 to 10 at most that are relevant to informing what they do next. Well, I can see how often those reports get run, and I can see who's running them. So now I start to look at, can I draw any correlation between the behaviors or lack thereof and the usage of the collateral that I provide, right? And this actually also goes, I think, further into like documentation of sales process, right? If you've documented the sales process, how often are they actually referring back to that documentation, right? Or how often are they submitting internal tickets asking about that sales process, right? I'm not quite there yet, but one of the things that I'm starting to do now is look at any correlation, if I can see one, of, they're asking more questions about a particular process, or we're getting more possible bugs about a particular area of our org. And now Salesforce itself is producing some pretty awesome reporting around how often your automations run, right? So now I can look and see, almost heat map, if you will. If I've built automations, those workflows that we talked about earlier at particular points in the life cycle, I can see how often that automation is being triggered, right? And so I can start to understand, is it enough that I built it, or is it built and being used on a regular basis? Which absolutely helps me prioritize. If I decide next quarter we need to improve X, Y, and Z, I can pick between those 3 because I can see which one's being used more.